Balloon Boy, once first introduced in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which also apparently is considered to be one of the most annoying and hated, underrated characters in all of the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. The amounts of times where he says,
Hello? Hi.
and then just absolutely lost completely crazy and just freaking gives everyone a hard time, and also stealing their batteries so that way Foxy can basically jump scare you right in the face. Yeah, you're probably wondering to yourself, why on earth is this character considered to be one of the chosen ones in Five Nights at Freddy's 3 minigames? Specifically in Balloon Boy's Air Adventure. It's basically a game where you can actually collect balloons, or in other cases, if you want to find the secret to the game and try to find one of the missing children in that video game, well, guess what? You're just gonna have to find these secret exits that usually the game has in most of these minigames. I don't want to go too much detail in this one, but you pretty much already know how these minigames would usually work. Also, if you want to figure out about the Fnaf World minigame for that as well, if you take a look at this one right here, this minigame is also related to the Balloon Boy minigame. So we can already confirm that this one's actually already the first game that is connected to this minigame right here. But you're still probably wondering yourself, why on earth was he actually chosen for this very reason to be part of the FNAF 3 minigame to save a child? Well, first off, aside the fact that Balloon Boy is considered to be a child himself, whether or not he's possessed, or he's just, I don't know, he's just automatically annoying. Some people actually had made theories back in the past that where this kid over here, with the red shirt and everything, kind of almost looks similar to Balloon Boy when you take that into perspective. And it's pretty clever too, actually. I don't know whether or not this kid has actually been around and has actually been Balloon Boy ever since, but then again, we still don't pretty much really know much still, and we don't even know if that's actually confirmed. And that's like very old theory coming from me, which hasn't been brought up for like years now. And of course, don't forget, we've got the other variants of Balloon Boy, and also its counterparts, JJ, the female version of Balloon Boy, and another female version of Balloon, which is Dee Dee from Fnaf World, and also an Ultimate Custom Night. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Though I actually did wonder to myself, based on the sister location animatronics back then, something that MatPat actually talked about recently about Balloon Boy, if he was actually meant to be a sister location animatronic. Take a look at these characters right over here, Little Joe and Magician. Now these characters were actually also meant to be the characters in sister location as well in the bunker. And also, if you didn't notice, they kind of look close to Balloon Boy. They almost kind of got that chubby look in their faces, but their bodies seem to have, well, just a bit more slim in some ways. Balloon Boy is just absolutely white. And the same goes for JJ and Dee Dee. They have that same wide body as well. Could possibly say that Balloon Boy was going to be also a counterpart for the sister location, but probably maybe perhaps got scrapped. One, because he was probably too annoying, two, he was just basically not in for that kind of thing. And that's why probably Balloon Boy must have been put into the next location, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, in 1987, along with the other toy animatronics, Marionette, and of course, the Witted animatronics and Mangle. Now of course, let's not forget about Mangle as well. She was also considered as a Funtime animatronic, but we'll go into that one later in the next video. So yeah, really not much to be able to cover for this character here, aside the fact that with the other variants, but why exactly makes him so important? He really doesn't seem to be looking as much. Well, what if I were to tell you also to the reason why he is actually, well, in this video game is because depending on which children he is actually saving and giving cake to, well, the child that he actually saves when he gives the child the cake, I feel like that child that he's actually saving might be the soul of Foxy. His real name, Fritz. I mean, it wouldn't actually surprise me, and I've actually searched up the whole thing as well, and I've actually noticed that, one, guess what, Fritz also has an F in there, so it kind of makes sense due to the fact that Fritz will be a perfect fit for the animatronic Foxy, since both of them do have the letter F in there, which makes a lot of sense actually. You may think that Freddy might be the exact same kind of fit as well, but for Foxy, Fritz will definitely be the right and perfect soul during our name base. But that's not all. I feel like also another reason to why Balloon Boy might be saving Fritz, or Foxy in this case, is because number one, he was a helping hand for Foxy, of course, in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 itself, like I said from the very beginning. The moment if the night guard is too slow to be able to put the mask on and waiting for him to leave, guess what? Balloon Boy would just instantly take the night guard's flashlight battery, and that way Foxy can instantly just jump scare right into your face. Kind of funny, it makes it kind of like the most comedic duo ever, yet very smart actually. Very annoying yet very smart at the exact same time. I mean, foxes are sly after all. Which makes a lot of sense. So having an animatronic robot boy to be friends with an animatronic fox kind of makes a lot of sense. And due to the fact that their teamwork is very efficient if the night guard isn't careful of what he or she is doing. But yeah, I feel like that's actually pretty much the most accurate way of putting it. That Balloon Boy is actually saving Fritz, the soul of Foxy. Yeah. And I feel like the whole point of saving this soul is basically the point of, you know, teamwork and friendship along those lines. I know it sounds kind of weird the way how I'm putting it, but it kind of does make sense. I mean, come on, they are literally the most iconic duo if they're going to make a lot of trouble. It makes sense, right? Don't you agree? There's nothing pretty much else to it, really. I guess that's just what makes the two of them best friends or something like that, you know? I mean, you gotta admit, you gotta cut Balloon Boy some slack. I mean, he's managed to get more freaking variants in Five Nights at Freddy's AR than anything else. And yet, they've done, like, you know, the company Illuminix really done him dirty. I mean, look at all these freaking archetypes of Balloon Boy. They just done him straight up dirty. Oh my god. Oh, jeez, I look horrendous. Man, you gotta feel for him sometimes, you know? Or you could just be a massive jerk and just throw him out a window. But anyways, I feel like I'm pretty much covered with this one. This seems to be not as much, but at least as accurate and best as possible from my take. So what do you guys think? Do you think that Balloon Boy is actually saving the soul of Foxy, aka Fritz? And you think that what I'm trying to say, that, you know, Fritz and Balloon Boy are pretty much, you know, well, pretty much just best friends at this point in time due to the fact that that's why Balloon Boy is trying to save him. Got any other thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below, and thank you for watching for this particular theory for the Chosen One series. Next up will be the Mangle minigame, and we're going to be talking about Mangle in the next video. Unless, if you want to look at the other animatronics, then go right ahead and take a selection of videos right here. And I'll see you in the next theory.